Just really gutty job by our team hanging in there today. You know, it didn't start out real good. Vermillion didn't have his command, and he was leaving the ball out over the plate, and they were hitting it hard. And he got us through 3 innings plus, and we were still in the ball game. We took advantage of a couple of mistakes, and it seemed like whenever we got an extra at bat or whatever the case may be, we ended up punching in a run here and there, and we kept it close. And you know, it seemed like our guys just fought at the plate. I mean, just really proud of them for fighting. We got a lot of 2-strike hits, 2-strike home run, and just you know, played long ball, played some. I think we had a sac fly, advanced runners, ran the bases pretty well. Even when Robert made a base run mistake, Smith did a nice job of waiting until the first baseman was running him back towards second. He scored, and just a good win for us. Good job for our guys winning down here on the road, winning this series already with a chance to win all 3.
Mitchell.
Coach, that's a guy who had in Bednar who had thrown 16 scoreless innings to start his season. You know, what was your strategy in trying to attack him? Because obviously, it took a while for you guys to get to him.
Well, he was throwing the fastball in the upper part of the zone. It was borderline strike. The umpire was calling a lot of high strikes. We had to go after it. We were trying to lay off of it. It just stayed on plane, and it seemed like it was a pretty high spin fastball. Breaking ball was pretty good, but we got his pitch count up a little bit and fouled off a lot of pitches. We got to 3-2 counts a lot. We felt like if we just hang in there, you know, maybe we could make a big swing here or there, and we did. And his stuff is really good. And, you know, just feel fortunate that we got to him a little bit and got him out of the game.
How important, I mean, obviously it was really important, but how critical do you think it was for the guys to be able to really attack those 2 errors they had, the first one in the deep center and then the one, well, it wasn't really an error, but the drop ball that led to Christian's homer?
Yeah, the one in center field, he lost it in the sun. The sun popped out just a little bit and he dropped it. I don't know how they scored it in there. I think they're protecting those ERAs pretty good. And the blooper down the third over the shortstop's head, it was a tough play, but somebody needed to take control of it, probably the left fielder. But it looked like to me that he jabbed back as the ball was off the bat, got fooled and then ran in. And obviously it got Christian to the plate, and he hit one in the seats, and all of a sudden we went from 2 down to 1 up. And, you know, those are the little things that add up over a season or in a game. And, you know, just feel fortunate that we got an extra bat.
Mitchell, you still going? You done?
You know, the only other thing I had was, you know, for the bullpen to come in for a second day in a row and, you know, really deliver for you guys. I mean, just the fact that even, you know, when Zebulon's not on his game, that they were able to come in and, you know, give you guys a big 5 2/3.
Oh, our bullpen was great. You know, Bolden came in and I think he got a double play ball. He did give up a solo homer. We had just taken the lead, and then they come out and he leaves 1 up and slaps it up in the air and hit it into the seats opposite field. And, you know, then we went to Monk. You know, Monk came in and struck out the 2 hitters he faced. And, you know, Coach Hobbs and I talked in the dugout. I think it was starting the 5th. Let's see here, 4th, 5th. Yes, that if we took the lead again, we're going to bring Kevin in. If we didn't score, we were going to send Caden back out there. But once we got the lead, I think Smith hit a home run to give us the lead on a 2-strike pitch opposite field. And so we already made our mind up that Kevin was going in, not knowing we were going to punch in, I think, 2 or 3 more. But Kevin did a tremendous job. He goes out and I think he strikes out the side on 12 pitches, and then we get a rain delay. And we're going, wow, momentum's on our side. We got a pitcher that's rolling, and now we get to sit around for an hour and 20 minutes. And Kevin stayed hot. He rode a bike and, you know, kept moving around back in the back, a stationary bike. And he threw okay in the 7th. He threw really good in the 8th and really good in the 9th. We got to make a couple plays for him, but what a great job.
Matt,
At what length would the rain delay have had to have gone for you not to bring Kevin back out?
Well, probably a few hours, probably a couple hours, maybe another hour. But he stayed hot, and it's really humid. It's 80 some degrees here, and it's easy to stay loose if you want to. So there's no way that he wanted to come out. We decided, that the report was storm was coming, cover the field. It's going to be here for X amount of time. So then we got some time when we were going to start it again, and it would have had to go another hour or two at least not to start him back.
Does it help in that scenario that he's been a starter before and he's been able to stay hot for several hours during games?
Yeah, and he's kind of been in this type of situations before where I think in 2019, Coach and I were talking that I remember he closed one game and then we had a doubleheader, and I think he maybe closed another game. So, he's had a little bit of experience, not exactly the same thing, but you have to sit around and then pitch again. So, older guy, veteran, didn't get fazed by it at all.
What's been what's been behind the 2-out success that your team has had this year? Because it seems like most games you've got a big inning with 2 outs.
I don't know. I think it's just concentration and taking every pitch seriously and not giving in with 2 strikes. We struck out a lot. We've also gotten a ton of big hits, and we faced a lot of good pitching too. Sometimes when you're hitting the ball over people's head, you're going to strike out a little more than other teams. And we've hit 8 home runs in 2 days here, and they've got a really good pitching staff. I just I don't know, just 2-strike approach and making the other team's pitchers work, and that's what we've done.
Aaron.
Hey, Coach Aaron Fitt, good to see you. I wasn't here yesterday, but obviously Christian's having himself a really nice weekend. What have you seen from him recently that's kind of contributing to him heating up the way he is?
Well, I know that we felt like he was swinging, I don't know, I guess hitting lingo, kind of swinging across his body a little bit. And Coach Thompson and Christian have done a good job of working together this past week. Changed his stance just a touch and his approach and, staying back just a little bit more. I mean, he drove a ball to right field yesterday out of the park. He hit balls down the left field line, home runs left field, left center, single the other way. I mean, seeing the ball, he's really strong, got a compact swing, and when he squares it up, it jumps. And they made some adjustments, and so far it's paying off.
Thank you.
Randy, you have anything? You just joined us here. Nope, looks like he just left. Oh, no, he's right there. Randy.
I'm afraid to ask anything because I've missed so much of it. I'll pass to someone else.
All right, Matt, Mitchell, anything left?
Yeah, I've got just a couple more. Robert Moore got a couple of hits late in the game. You feel like maybe he's getting things turned around at the plate now?
Yeah, I mean, Robert's biggest thing was he had a rough series at the plate against Alabama. I set him for a game in the middle of the week, and I played him the next game, and he goes 1 for 6, 0 for 6. I don't know what he was. He's just pressing. He's going out of the strike zone, he's over swinging, and the last couple of bats, he got pitches that were down in the zone, something he could handle, and hit hard through the middle, and that's what he did. But it's good to see him kind of break that slump, and maybe he can get hot and heat up for us.
And then sometimes during a rain delay, momentum can turn after having some time off. Cullen got the fly out. They got you the 9th run, and then Battles beat out a play at first. How big did you think those were to keep the momentum going?
We felt like that we needed to score a minimum of 2 runs. We had the bases loaded, no outs. The pitcher on the mound, he features a really good changeup. Looked for that a little bit, and Cullen got it. Hit a fly ball to right, which got the first run in. And then, Jalen hit a ball that, look, he was hit slow enough that it took a while for the third baseman to go get it. He cut off the shortstop, flipped it to second, and obviously Battles beat it out and drove in another run. So we really wanted to make sure that we got, at least 2 out of that bases loaded and no outs. And we had 7, 8, 9 coming up. And they did a pretty decent job getting some runs in for us.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Mitchell finishes off.
Yeah, some of the Mississippi State guys were saying for them, tomorrow is the most important game of their season. For you guys, obviously you've taken the series, but to have a chance to, finish off a sweep and make a real statement, how important is that to you in this group?
Well, it's an important game, obviously. Anytime you can win a series on the road against a top 10 team, that's big in itself. But to have the opportunity going into Sunday to win all three, I mean, it'd be big if we can get out of here with three. I told our team that, great job winning the series, but, if we could win three, it'd be something we might look back down the road and say, that's what got us to wherever we're trying to get. So we're going to do everything we can to win it. Got a good starter, experienced starter. They've got a good starter. They got one of the top relievers in the country right now, ready to roll. And, we're going to need to get ahead of them. If we don't, we're going to have to beat some really good arms. And I don't know. I told our team last week after we lost big time to Alabama on Friday that Saturday game was the biggest game of the year so far, and we responded with a big win. Hopefully we'll come out and play well tomorrow, and if we lose, make them earn it. And if we have a chance to win, we're going to do everything we can to win.